We're getting a
Is anyone here? What did you find?
You are listening to Supernatural Confessions.
Hey, good Tuesday evening, everybody. Tuesday is Ghost-Mortem night. And it's one half of the Beanie Buddy. My hair is not on Beanie yet. I'll go pick it up later on.
Get your uniform on.
Yeah, busy
See, I have
setting.
my soya bean. I have my watermelon.
I have my water. I'm detoxing, guys. So
Okay,
all that
congrats.
alcohol fuel era has got to take a back seat for a bit.
So, Ghost-Mortem not sponsored by Nutrisoy after 5 seasons. Take a hint.
Soy lah, these people, Nutrisoy. Probably all the board of directors are all men.
So, Season 5.
Season
officially.
5,
Here we
officially
go.
Season 5, Episode 1. So if you're joining us today, this is the start of a new season. At the end of the season, 12 episodes, we will have a Ghost-Mortem Night award ceremony when we hope that you'll be part of that voting panelists to decide who wins, who deserves the awards. And for those of you who are new, I just want to say, if you're new, please leave us a comment. We want to know that you're new here. We want to say hello to you.
Yeah.
I think let's say hello to our fans, right? We have Sonia Corona, who's first time.
Yay, Sonia.
Tuning in live to us all the way from Finland at 5 p.m. right now.
What?
So she's burning data just to tune in.
Welcome.
Torna Perez. Hello.
Tona or Tawan or Tawana, according to Eugene's spelling.
Yeah. My bad, Torna.
Hi, Tona.
Ming Chin Fu. She says, good evening, everyone. Hi, Eugene and Jonathan. Hello, Ming.
Who else is here?
We have Jin Wong.
Hello, Jean.
Desmond Lee, who's our narrator, is tuning in as well.
Hi, Desmond. Nirev is here. Hi, Nirev.
Edward Chua.
Hello, Ed.
James Sparks is new.
Hello, James Sparks. Who sucks? You said sucks.
I don't know, but I like sucking. James, you're not my type, but sucks good. Nirev.
Please give us more details, James.
And on YouTube, we have Arbor, who's first. Alber's always tuning in before we come down, you know. She's
Wow.
first usually. Manchurian Candy Bar.
Wow.
Hi. This is going to be an exciting presentation as always by this channel. Thank you so much, Manchurian, for your vote of confidence. We hope not to disappoint.
I can't see the guys on YouTube, so Eugene, you have to convey to me. But hi.
I'll channel the YouTube people through me. Seance.
Many hearts, Tona.
Judy GD, Kim Seng Chia, Krishna Murthy. Congressional hearings on UFO UAPs being broadcast live. Yes, now from Capitol. You know, Krishna and those who are watching this UFO reveal, if those of you who are in the disclosure community would have known this whole evidence, irrefutable evidence and declassified documents from the CIA and FBI have been out for years. What is being presented right now at the Capitol is really the watered down version for the masses. They are finally coming to terms that UFO exists. Yawn, we all know that since Area 51.
Even Trump knows.
Yeah. Chua Elaine is our regular on Friday and Tuesday as well. And Harman Kumar.
Hello, Herman.
Hello. Gillian Fernandez. Gillian Fernandez is from New Zealand? Florida? She's Canada. Florida. No, New Zealand. I think she's New Zealand.
So we have Canada, we have Estonia.
Yeah.
Any other countries out there, please shout out.
Yeah. Sean Chen as well, Lincoln Heng. And I'm sorry, I cannot pronounce the Tamil writing. You say hello. Okay. Welcome to Ghost-Mortem. So for those of you who are new here, or those of you who have been here before but not sure what's going on, John, could you please do us the honors, please?
Okay, Ghost-Mortem. Wow, okay. So this thing began because two friends who used to watch movies together and then spend hours talking about it, dissecting it, tearing it apart, were suddenly faced with COVID and no movies to watch, right? And so we decided, okay, let's make a good thing out of it. And let's find who else out there likes to dissect films, gather them together into a sort of community. And what can we share? We can share short films because YouTube is full of them. And some nerd, me, has been collecting his favorite short films for so long. So here's a perfect place to share them.
Yeah.
And Ghost-Mortem was born. And
Yeah.
4 seasons later, here we are. Wonderful community out there. Many of you have been with us since day one, I believe, right? And some of you are brand new, so we're growing. And we've expanded into all sorts of little side things as well, right? Because we have like GM Squared when we do go to the movies and we review them and review what's on the streaming platforms as well, you know. And what else have we had? We've got real movie outings as
Yeah.
well. Which
This
is fantastic.
Thursday,
You share.
Yeah, bunch of Ghost-Mortem fans. We have like a WhatsApp group. These are the panelists. Panelists are people who are responsible for watching every single Ghost-Mortem episode and doing the tough work of nominating, shortlisting the award, the awardees,
the nominees.
awardees, the nominees to win an award that the rest of you guys can vote. So this Thursday they are coming together. We're going to like block book as many seats as we can to watch an Indonesian horror. So we hope that this Indonesian horror would be better than the last one titled Kuntilanak Part 3.
I don't know if that's still in the cinema. If it is, please consider watching it.
Oh, dude.
Because then you'll know what true horror is.
So if you like horror movies, Ghost-Mortem Tuesday night on Supernatural Confessions is the place to be. We will talk about movies, we'll talk about horror films, and most importantly, we will dissect it. We will banter with you guys. We will try to speculate, and I think that's really where the fun is. Okay.
Yeah.
Ghost-Mortem is going to be 1 hour long only.
Yeah. So keep the chat live. Okay. Throw your comments, opinions, personal interpretations. We always try to see whether Eugene gets the correct interpretation, and whatever his theory is, we try to undermine it.
Yeah.
So that's our secret mission, guys.
Hey, I started in season 1 being most of you guys who just watch all the blockbuster horror. At season 5 I think now I quite pro already. Okay, what do you have for us, John? We picked. You gave me some shows to shortlist. I picked one. It's called the
Remnant.
Remnant,
which you jumped on really quickly. Like you didn't even have a second choice. You were like, boom, and you loved it so much.
It was such a great season 1 show. Yeah,
it's a totally surprising, unconventional short horror film, and I actually had it in mind for season 1. So that's how long we've been saving it up. So it's really precious, okay? So it's called The Remnant. There's not a lot to say except don't think too far ahead. Just let the story unfold. And it's by an Asian director, right? It's actually by Navin Ramaswaran, but shot in America.
Okay.
And this is
Since then, I felt this, presence in the house.
And you believe it's her?
Maybe, I don't know. Maybe I'm just losing my mind.
How long had she worked for you exactly?
Oh, about 3 years.
This presence, you feel it mainly in the room itself?
Oh, I haven't gone back there since they removed the body.
How was it between you and your housekeeper? Was there any resentment?
I'd just given her a notice. Well, I suspected her of stealing from me.
Hey, I think I found something.
Hello.
So you think it's a fake?
It's 18th century. Look at the patina.
There's no alarms or cameras from what I can see. I think we're good.
So how long do you think you're gonna need? Yeah. Yeah. Nice job.
Welcome, come in.
Ms. Hargrave, good to see you.
Yes.
You all right? We've done this hundreds and hundreds of times. You're in good hands.
Oh,
Promise.
Mrs. Hargrave,
come in.
I have some paperwork I'd like to go over.
Oh, certainly, dear.
Forgot something in the car.
So all of this equipment is necessary?
Well, I'm a traditionalist, but modern technology has made some things easier.
I'll bet.
You are?
Anne Hargrave.
Well, I'm sure your mother explained to you.
Yes, she did. That's why I'm here.
Normally, we don't encourage family members to attend.
Well, normally I don't encourage family members to give money to con men.
Well, I can assure you that our services come very highly regarded.
Look, I'm not here to stop the show. My mother has been all messed up ever since that accident. If she believes that you can help her, who the hell knows? Maybe you can help her. But I will be in the room.
Of course. As you wish. Oh, excuse me. Okay, we got a bogey. Sheila's daughter. She's gonna be all over us.
I thought you said she lived alone.
So what should we do?
Carry on. Just be very careful. Hargrave. I'm going to start this séance now. And I'm going to use Joyce's scarf. Okay? It's going to be a kind of an instrument to communicate with this malevolent spirit. But please know this. No matter what happens, you're in good hands.
Thank you.
Spirit who dwells in this house, hear me.
You've made your presence known. What binds you to this world is terrible suffering.
It's showtime.
We do not begrudge you this, Spirit. But know this. It's not the burden of living souls. This woman. This woman bears you no ill will. Cease your haunt.
It hurts.
Stay calm. Stay calm. Stay calm. Stay calm. Shh. Stay calm. Stay calm. Stay with me. Do not think we fear you, Spirit.
Fuck.
Evil, we will not allow you to invade this sacred space. We know your power is born of evil, but evil hath no hold in this house of the righteous. This is your last night in the land of the living. Do you understand me, malevolent demon? You will leave this house and not return. Get out. Get out. Get out. Get out! Fire extinguisher. Sometimes objects can be destroyed during an exorcism. Art and, well, especially antiques can act as a vessel or a home for spirits.
Do you have any idea what that painting was for?
It's just a painting, dear.
I'm so sorry. These things are completely unpredictable.
Is it
Is it gone?
I no longer feel it.
It's gone.
Thank you.
Dylan, is that you?
It's what me? Well, always happy to heal a home.
Well, there you are.
No, under the circumstances, let's not worry about that.
Oh, no, I insist.
Thank you. Just seen the look on Anne's face.
That fucking woman nearly sank us.
Ah, we're too good for that, man.
Coming soon to a Chrissy's auction house near you.
What are you doing?
You don't see that?
Dylan, wait.
Hey, ma'am. You okay?
What the fuck is he doing?
Michelle. Michelle, you okay? Michelle. Jesus Christ.
You know, I'm all about the music, right? And the sound effect.
This is like your late 80s horror music. It's
Synthesizer.
wonderful. So what do you think, everybody?
I don't know. I love it. Like this sets the choosing the very first episode, starting movie is very important to kickstart how the rest of the season will be like. And if you like the first episode, this is the pulse you can expect. Great shows coming
So what kind of season does this suggest to you?
I felt that this season has quite a bit of a WTF, a very WTF M. Night Shyamalanish kind of
Oh
show.
dear.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, we do treasure the surprising films, right? And this one definitely surprising because it doesn't even start like a traditional horror film.
Yeah.
It starts like a heist film, right? Which is well, I know it starts with a haunting, becomes a heist film, comes back to a haunting. I love that.
A hantu heist category or genre.
Yes, that's a new one. Okay, best hantu heist film.
Yeah.
Why is Thomas looking for hentai? That's the wrong one. Okay. Thomas is totally watching the wrong stream.
Yeah.
Okay.
I kind of forget how we do the flow. Usually we have a bit of dissection and then we watch it again, right? And then
Yeah, but
comment
we get some interpretations, speculations. So
first, right?
yeah. So
Okay.
what do you guys think was going on? Now there's a lot of focus here on the statue, right? Someone's pointing out. Imonia says it looks like the one from The Exorcist,
Yes.
right?
In fact, the people on YouTube has been discussing about the statue. They earlier on, I'm trying to let's get a name. I want to be able to credit this person.
Yeah.
Krishna was saying that as well. Krishna Murti. Wait, who else said that? Krishna. So he was the one who spotted the figurine on the shelf even before the haunting began.
Right.
He said, "Isn't that the Pazuzu figurine on the shelf?" And bad. This was before anything happened, right? And then I went to research, did a Google check. Pazuzu was a personification of the West Wind and held kingship over the Lilu Wind demons. As an atrophic entity, he was considered as both a destructive and dangerous wind. And then Chua Elaine says, from the Exorcist. So Facebook
which
as well.
culture is Pazuzu from?
Quick check. Babylonian.
Okay. It didn't look very Babylonian. It looked a bit like those Pala ancestral figures you see at the Asian Civilization Museum.
You would be correct as well. It's a bronze statue of Pazuzu, circa 8th century BC. So it looks, the actual one looks like it has a wing with his right hand up and with a face like that as well. Yeah.
I mean, it's interesting because this is a film full of stereotypes, right? Everything that the heist team is pulling off is stereotypical, right? The candles, the door opening, the rocking chair, it's all about the typical. So it's very in line with that to have also this typical statue, except that, this one thing is real. Right? It could easily have been the dolls as well. There were two creepy dolls standing there.
But I
Any of
suppose
them
if
could
you
have
know
been
the
Annabelle.
law, like some of our fans are, where they can spot laws like this, because the whole movie did not bother explaining about the figurine.
Yeah,
if you see
not
it,
at all.
you know it. And if you're a horror fan and you can spot it from Exorcist, then you will know the back history. So I think early on, they actually gave you the clue to it, and which means there is a real haunting in the place. Except that this bunch of Scooby-Doo, I call it Scooby-Doo because getting in the mystery van.
Yes.
Right, and they did their whole séance and their investigation. The only thing that why I even picked this show was it struck very close. See, stroking. I'm thinking all about very different
Thomas's stream. Okay.
Yeah. So it struck home because I actually conducted many different cleansing and seances, two of which had very similar outcome to what you see in the movie. Things flying, things falling, religious artifact breaking, things flying across the room. This is real. So when I saw this, like, oh my God, I actually fell for it. I didn't think it was a heist show until when she swapped the painting, and even then, I didn't think it was them pulling a prank. And then later on, when they reached very quickly after that, they de-escalated because they were celebrating. Yeah. And then, bad guys like this never go unpunished. So I was like, okay, let's see how this plays out. And
but you said you got fooled, even though we were brought to their headquarters and we saw the guy, the Amir Khan lookalike, soldering his little gadgets. You still thought that was part of their séance
because he did say one part of the show he said something about is required.
Right.
Like if you want to charge something, and you also asked me why are they bringing all these gadgets, and I think the skeptic daughter also asked the same thing, because if you're going to go in and if you're going to do real cleansing, actually you don't need anything.
Right.
You really don't. You just need faith, maybe holy water depending on the faith you're from, or some very minimal red straight, some artifact. But no one's going to pay. This family, obviously they want to charge as high as they can.
Right.
No one's going to believe you when you come in, just do a bit of prayer, splash of water, and says it's cleared.
Yeah.
The human mind needs the theatrics, the performance, the things
rituals.
flying, the rituals, the devices going off, and then once it goes silent, it's a visual confirmation that everything is being cleansed. So I get that part, right? So I'll still be buying into it.
You're still buying it. Yeah. So like when he put the little black box under the rocking chair, what did you think he was doing?
Trying to put a EMF device,
electromagnetic sensor.
Yeah, like if the rocking chair move and the sensor goes off, must be the ghost lah.
So I like that perspective. I think if they could have made all those gadgetry look like, you know what, Ed and Lorraine Warren's team would bring into the house, and plug everything in and all that, then it would be even more exciting. It's like a double scam because you're scamming the audience as well, But for me, because I'm a huge fan of heist films, so I recognize the heist very early on. The moment they went to that clean sort of container looking room, and then the guy with the tattoos in the singlet is soldering, I'm like, this is a heist.
Just because he's a singlet and he has tattoo. We profile him, is it?
and the fact that the team is so diverse, it's a heist. These are the tropes. It's Ocean's 5.
Yeah. Now you can.
Right.
Now you can. What? Can you catch me? Is it? Now you can catch.
Yeah,
me.
catch me if you
catch me
can.
If you can. Ocean's 11. Yeah.
So this is a film that plays with two sets of tropes, which is quite fun. So depending on which one you want to believe, right? So Eugene wanted it to be more Ghost, and I was quite happy that it was going to be Ocean's 11, But I just thought of a fantastic twist. Imagine if these guys go in, they set up all these fake string and special effects and explosions, not to scam, but to force the spirit to feel upstaged, and it has no choice but to respond. Rather than keep begging and shouting and whatever, right? Just go in and steal the show. You think it will work?
Yeah, maybe. If you force them to come out. Yes, happened on a few investigation cases before. So again, why I chose this and why I shortlisted to be episode 1 is I felt that the Ghost-Mortem audience who have been with us from season 1 to 4 needs an additional layer of complexity and maturity in the movies. We can no longer give one-dimensional movies to sustain the interest of our Ghost-Mortem fans. Also, at the same time, for new audiences, you come to Ghost-Mortem to watch the shows with us, not to just be entertained and walk away. Because you could do that on your own. You could just download a horror movie, watch it on your own, and be entertained. But Ghost-Mortem dissects that with you guys. So this pushes the limit for you. If you didn't know about Pazuzu, you didn't know about tropes, now after walking away from this 1 hour Ghost-Mortem segment, you're going to go, wow, I didn't know there's so much that goes into a movie. Right?
So we've got a newcomer, Rena, just joined us, and she missed the film. So it's just in time for us to watch it again. And now we do a commentary. So as we watch, we'll talk about it. Throw us your thoughts, your opinions. If you spot anything, please shout it out, because Eugene and I always miss stuff. So one question I asked early on, right? I asked Eugene just now. I said, is there significance to what the maid is mopping up? Is it a hint of something? Because it's not the usual thing you clean in a living room parlor. It looked like an accident. So let's take a look.
Okay.
Tell us what you think.
Yeah, okay. I'm going to move this screen here.
So she's dusting. I cannot see what you're watching.
Hold on. Share screen.
Okay, she's dusting the Pazuzu. Is there water on the floor? What's she mopping?
She found a necklace.
See. There. What's
Okay,
that?
so I think someone found a Pazuzu on the shelf at this time. Necklace
The
fell.
Pazuzu is right above her.
Yeah. So
But
necklace
what did she find?
fell to the ground. She stole it. She stole something. She put it in her pocket.
So,
So-
this is a house that throws jewelry on the floor. Okay.
No, which means this Pazuzu punishes thievery.
Yeah. So it's punishing thieves.
Let me do a bit of research in this Pazuzu.
I like that. That's a very nice closure because the old lady has, lived quite comfortably here. She's not haunted by it. Everything only begins now. And then the statue is missing. See? The statue disappears.
I didn't notice that. Let me see
Yeah.
again.
It was right above her head just now. And then after the painting bled, she turned around, it was gone.
Wait a minute. Hold up.
Right.
Hold up. Okay, so painting black.
Painting
It's
bled.
gone.
Yeah. She looked at it very
Why
obviously.
did she even look at the paint? Why did she even turn around to look at the?
So that you would look.
Oh, that's lame lah.
So clearly, yeah. I mean, the owner of the house, and I'm assuming it's collected by her husband or something, right? Because there were all these other exotic artifacts around, and it's not given her any trouble until today, right? Yeah, and Sunil pointed out she's the roadkill at the end, so suggesting that she's part of the list, the kill list, right?
I'm doing a bit of research on Pazuzu, right? It's a domestic protector, has been used as a
There you
method to
go.
keep away unwanted guests from entering the
Or
home and wreaking havoc. Again, it's a special artifact used to gain favor and protection from demons. So it is a demon that also protects the house.
Mark Shippo is sharing. He says that the Pazuzu draws the greed out of humans. And also it tricked her. I see. Wow.
Okay lah. So I think the doll and the urn is just there for horror effect. I don't think it's
Yeah,
the
it's
real
the
one.
it's kind of they're like red herrings, right? Like which will be haunted, which painting? Because now you think the painting could be haunted, the dolls could be haunted. We haven't. In fact, we never noticed Pazuzu disappearing until now, right? So
Hey, it's back there again.
no, that was a different one. That's a shorter one. Yeah.
No, this one that he's touching.
Oh, there. Now it's back. Yeah, now it's back.
So it has a way
Also-
to disappear.
It disappeared to punish
To
her.
the mates.
Yeah. Then now that she's been, I don't know, taken away or whatever, it goes back on the shelf, right? Yeah. At first, I thought she died, but she just got
Disappear.
taken away.
Yeah.
Taken away, because later we do see her. I don't know if you guys
No, but
noticed.
In standing in the window lah, right?
Yeah. So she's still in the house.
And what the
Right.
guy's seen was just maybe an just hallucination. Is not even real.
The one in the street, yes, but the one in the window only the camera sees. So I'm not sure. When we reach that, and there was a red light behind her, so that was also strange. Yeah, this is the heist moment. That look at that studio,
yeah.
right? This is not a medium's warehouse.
Yeah. Sonia
He is-
saying that she got the exotic artifacts from his travels. This
Yes,
happens to
looks
also
like
be
it.
something that Sonia likes to do when she travels, collecting exotic artifacts.
Uh-oh.
Or we can have our very own hantu segment.
See? Okay, counterfeiting going on.
I still wanted to believe that it's true.
Mm,
I choose
good.
to believe. I'm like Mulder. I choose to believe.
Good.
Also, I
He-Man.
think we need to talk about the sound effect at this stage now.
Yes.
A lot of you, I think a few of you, like Kathy, Imunia, a few others have said that this is very similar to the Exorcist. Repeated on loop, 80s synthesizer music.
Yeah.
I
It
guess
was
this is a throwback because this Pazuzu was also featured in Exorcist.
It was an era thing as well, so they're trying to be a little bit old school, right? Look at the type of house that is happening in,
Could be a
He-Man
homage as
thinks
well.
it's yes, absolutely. He-Man thinks it still might be the painting. I love how everyone's Fox Mulder here. Everybody wants to
Want to
believe. That's good. That's a good attitude.
He-Man. The statue. Oi, the statue could be the painting.
I must say, all their gadgets quite noticeable.
Yeah.
Okay, luckily the maid is off duty. Otherwise, the maid would just go and pick up everything.
So, John was asking me at this point, you mean you can make the pentagram so small? When you do a real ritual, right? What is the pentagram for? Do you have any idea?
Holding,
right?
right? It's
Protective
either
circles
holding or a ward to keep it out. So something's got to be in it.
Yeah, you don't usually
Right.
have it this small. The real
Unless
one,
you're-
you have it
Unless you're
around you.
summoning a puppy or something. Yay, Asian represent.
Yeah. And I don't think no one has ever used salt to draw a
Yeah.
pentagram. You do salt for protective circle, not a summoning circle.
So it'll be a very weird kind of summoning. Because the demon would appear and then
Kinda
like,
repel.
be really uncomfortable. You're like,
Yeah.
Not bad.
So this is Susan Sarandon, everyone.
And Hargrave.
And the skeptic is so important, right? You know,
Yes.
in the construction of any horror story, right? Because the skeptic, in a way, is half of the audience. Half the audience wants to believe, and the other half are like, you know, I want to be smarter than what's going on. So the skeptic sweeps all of you onto her side. Then when she kena, usually, you are also kena with her lah.
Yes. So that's a very important character. I call this sort of character the anchor character. So they bring the audience into the film because they already set up like maybe like what John noticed. Not everybody believes in the heist, right? Or the so you need a character that really debunks it because she speaks what you have in mind.
Yep.
Okay, we got a bogey.
We got a bogey.
And in terms of basic story construction, she gives you obstacle, right? Because the old lady is quite gullible,
Yeah.
right? So you do need to. This conversation at the van just now was to up the game, basically, right? We got a bogey, right? So they're gonna go full on.
I also like the way the camera works. They move, very subtle movement. They pan around, so nothing is static. And there's a lot of movement in the show. So even in a 15-minute short film, you feel there's a lot of excitement.
It's a very lively camera.
It's going to be a kind of an instrument.
Oh, this lady is so easy, so gullible to cheat. But that's why you need the skeptic there. See, she's really looking around. She's like, okay, whatever. It's a show.
The fact that she sat on the sofa makes her a bad skeptic. She should be like walking the room.
Touching. No, I think she's
Yeah,
not rude. She's not rude. Because her mother believes in it, so she doesn't want to offend the mother, right? So I would imagine she'll still sit there, have her own opinions, but not being too vocal about that.
Yeah. Actually, that was probably one of the real reasons why the traditional European séance required everyone to hold hands. So that no one could go wandering or touching things. You would captive audience.
Yeah. But I do like her acting. Like really, she when anything's moving, you look at her face like, yeah, right. It must be the string, the wind.
So okay,
she's like, okay, right.
Who can spot the first non-trick thing that didn't come from the heist team?
Because when you
came
could see the hand is moving, then she's pulling the string.
Yeah. So let's scream out when the first real haunting begins.
Okay, now she's worried, right? I'm looking at her face. She's reacting as well. So no matter how much of a skeptic you are, when things are happening and moving around physically at home, it's still very hard to ignore that. No matter how brave.
Is this the first sign?
Static?
The sound, yeah, the static. Was the vase meant to break?
The sound of the static is always very common. Oh, this one also is not part of the. The vase flying, not part of
The vase flying, no, right? Because she picked it up.
And everyone's going like, what the fuck?
Yeah. They're looking.
Usually when there is actual entity making an appearance, static EMF spike are the norm.
Yeah.
This is your last night.
So the signs are clear.
Do you understand me, malevolent demon?
So something about the original painting, about the flapper girl in the original painting having a necklace.
Yeah. He-Man thinks it's the vase now.
Fire extinguisher.
Oh, so I think even the necklace that the maid saw and picked up and put in her pocket, that's not a real necklace. That was a figment of her imagination, and when she picked it out of her pocket, she committed thievery. She's not true, and that's why she was punished. Because this entity sets up ways for you to fail.
What clue is there that the necklace was not real? Could be. I mean,
It's on the floor. You're sweeping. How did the necklace get there?
Especially antiques can act.
No, not strong enough.
I don't know, but I don't know if it's quite fair to be. Okay, maybe it would set traps.
What is
If it's that kind.
Sunil saying? Guy what?
He was talking about the guy with the driving the van.
Okay.
Yeah. That's
Yes.
because people were asking who's Amir Khan.
Yeah. So Night Owl is saying the vase was not within the controller, it smashed. And then
Yes.
Yeah. So Night Owl, we agree with you on that one.
Yeah, that freaked out the Chinese girl. Do you think that this lady in black is a little psychic?
She suspects something's not right.
Yeah, because the rest haven't twigged to anything supernatural.
Yeah. She
Even
feels-
the Chinese girl who picked up the broken vase is like,
See, there's the
carry
doll
on with
again,
the
right?
mission.
She knows something's not right. Or maybe she knows something's not right because part of what that happened in the haunting was not by her plan. Statue is here again.
Well, always happy to
Yeah.
hear home.
So it's almost like it wanted to separate her from the rest, right? And then somehow
Attract her
captivate her because then she stole it, right?
The maid.
This supports your theory, right, Eugene? That there in the window you saw?
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah. So that was the maid, right? But or was it
maid.
Pazuzu in the maid's form?
Maybe.
Because the red light seems to suggest it's something unusual, and it's gonna appear again soon anyway, right? The same. So Pazuzu is also a changeling
god, yeah.
spirit, So yeah, I think it placed the pearl necklace to trick the maid. It placed the actual statue to trick this lady.
Oh, what the hell?
Oh.
What are you doing?
You know, at this stage now, if I see one of our guys hallucinating, I will go out there and slap the motherfucker awake and not just let him go there and go, oh my god, guys, it was so scary, and then everyone just watch.
I'm just puzzled that they don't get out of the car at all.
Yeah.
They just like for people who, rehearse all these seances, they're not very good at improvising.
That's right. I like, dude, come back in. Dude, what's going on? So can someone just go out and grab him?
And they're not even asking him to describe what he sees.
Adoy.
Yeah.
Adoy. Such
But
friends.
I love this. And I love the moment with the handbag. It's like I did not see that coming.
Yeah, I'm gonna hand it to them, man. That was a good one.
You got to double hand it to them.
Yeah, because he's a thief, right? So
Yeah.
So the punishment by lopping off the hands.
Perhaps ancient Babylonian punishment.
So something's happening to her.
Yeah. Because she was fondling the statue.
So she got possessed.
Yes. And look at her red eyes, right? Okay, and later you'll see the significance of her red eyes. Oh,
no. So she's not afraid of your crucifix. You.
I love the sacrilege. Yeah, and that's very exorcist as well, right? Oh. They didn't have the budget to keep driving. Unfortunately, that's more expensive.
So door opens. We don't see anyone coming out, but we assume an entity is moving out, invisible.
And you see the red glow on the Pazuzu's eyes.
Yeah.
A little bit. Yeah.
Okay. Very nice.
This is so strange. I'm watching on Facebook at the same time as we're streaming, right? And I've got the closed captions on. And I kept wondering why there's extra dialogue from the characters that I don't remember. Then I realized the captions are our dialogue.
Oh.
So I was like, why did the characters say what I just said to Eugene?
Must be the hantu.
Must be the hantu. Oh no. But that's quite fun. We could totally like dub a whole new episode live. You know? Okay, Pazuzu goes home, Imunia says.
Okay, let's see what can you want to go check out on Facebook what people have been saying so you can read out the comments? Or read out on YouTube.
Okay, let's see. Yeah, they were all trying to identify Amir Khan. Sunil says, when you guys mentioned Pazuzu, I thought it was some kind of furry puppy. The man looked like Vincent Price from Fright Night.
The white hair lah, just the white hair.
Yeah. Okay, so Heman says the word remnant is possibly a biblical reference to people who will be saved by God.
Oh.
Okay.
I didn't see it that way, but thank you for sharing.
So then, in that context, what would the title mean? The remnant. Interesting. Okay. There are definitely a lot of Christian references. Yes, definitely. Okay, lots of different. Yep, Mark was the first to notice. Pazuzu appeared from the hall to the bedroom to induce greed and get it stolen. So yeah, exactly like Eugene said, the pearl necklace also appeared to trap the maid. That's quite sneaky.
Yeah, so someone's saying that the Blythe Dana, your Susan Sarandon is Blythe Dana. No, apparently not. I did a Google check. It's not. She did not act in this show.
Anything from the YouTube side?
Yeah, the one with the good bot. Choi Lane said, I can only imagine that she's talking about me. Krishna said, I like the 40s Billy Bomber soundtrack from the beginning. Hey, Billy Bomber is 70s lah. Krishna, instead of Tiny Tim. Who's Tiny Tim? I like introductory visuals vacillating from the inside to compound and vice versa. Flapper Girl. I think of Flapper Girl, I think of pornography.
That's the painting, right? That it was stolen. Yeah.
People are saying it's a string. Then for now, you'll be right because they did use strings to make things happen. Vaz was not in control of the controller. Yes.
Correct.
A gin necklace. The necklace is the gin. I think that is actually an imagination. But you think it's a gin necklace? It's placed there for someone picked up?
I think you just put it there the same way that it put itself in the bedroom to be stolen, right? So it tempts you.
I'm with Krishna Murthy on this one. The items were placed randomly around as a test for honesty. If you return or you don't take it, even though you're tempted, you're fine. But the minute you commit a crime...
I don't randomly to put a necklace under a chair.
For you to see...
but that's not random. That's deliberate because someone's gonna pick it up. Random is if you leave it on the shelf
and see whoever wants
should
to pick
be.
Up.
Yeah, but if you put it in a place where, as a maid, I'm obliged to pick it up.
Yeah.
Then you're really targeting her. You see.
That's right.
Right. In the same way, it lured the lady in black upstairs to exactly where it was. So it kind of knew who might be most itchy fingered. Yeah, you know. So it has a very, very prescient and very deliberate sort of strategy lah. So it matches with what you were saying about it being a protector, right? And unwanted or dishonest guests, right? And Rina says because the Pazuzu felt it had accomplished its task, so it's going back home to its owner, like a furry puppy.
Yeah. Anyway, it's 10:56 right now.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
That was fast.
Great.
That was fast. Okay.
Analysis, great discussion as always. You know, we are going to catch a movie this Thursday. So if you do want to catch a movie with us, this Indonesian film, drop me a message. You can find me on Messenger, Facebook.
Let's see if we can book the whole hall.
Oh, one day. Whole of
That would be
SC
awesome.
Watch together.
Because the last time we went to watch Kuntilana together, there were like how many of us? Three of us in the entire cinema. Yeah, so come along, guys, if you're free this Thursday.
So, Ghost-Mortem will come back next week. If you enjoyed what you've seen today, please do like and share and tell all your friends about it. Come back next week. As you can see, the more of you come in to discuss and share your opinions, the better this gets, right? We all benefit from this.
Yep. Today was great because I love how the collective research on Pazuzu was just building in real time. You know, that's fantastic. Yeah, so this is like a season 5 audience, man. Yeah.
And also, season 5 is going to be a standalone as well. We're not sure whether season 6 will come right after season 5 because Jonathan is going to be busy year end. I'm sure we're going to support him in his new production. So season 5 will be a standalone, and then season 6 will come back sometime in the future. If you like us, we will be back. But for now, we were going to leave you with an end movie, as we always do, with a short film.
very short film. Okay, let me get the name here. So this short film is a little bit more classic. It's like many of the short ones we would have seen in the earlier seasons, because when it's only a couple of minutes long, you just want a simple situation and really good scares. So this one will deliver. It's called Close Your Eyes, and also Asian Represent, directed by Andy Chen.
Close your eyes, give me a wish.
Exactly.
Good night, everyone. My name is Eugene Tay.
Jonathan Lim here.
This goes Mortem. We'll see you guys next Tuesday.
Bye. Close your eyes.
Martin? Martin, what are you doing? Sleepwalking?
She told me if I close my eyes, she'd tell me secrets.
Who said that?
Listen. You have to knock. Close your eyes.
I don't hear anything.
Sorry. I must be dreaming.
Martin?
What did you find?
You are listening to Supernatural Confessions.